everybody, welcome to part 2 of coding up this modern navigation bar. This is where we left off. It looks somewhat nice and somewhat ugly. We left off working on this UL small navigation, which is the navigation bar on the right side. So let's just go ahead and finish that off. And we're going to have, we're working on that small spacer image. So we're going to have URL images slash and it's nav underscore spacer dot png, and it's going to be repeat y, and so it repeats up and down, so it's like a little line, and 0 0. Alright, so let's save that. Let's take a quick look and see what that's looking like. Looking pretty good. Alright, so now that we have that, let's work on the actual links, and we're going to do that by ul.menu small, and you should probably be able to do this because we're doing the exact same thing as we did on the left side. We're going to have display inline. That's so it lays it horizontally, if you remember. Hopefully you do. And we're going to give it some padding, and the padding is going to be 0, 15 pixels, 0 0, and that's it for the li. So now we want to actually work on the anchor. Let me move this up. Alright, so we want to have ul.menu small lia. Alright, now for this A, this one is going to be color, and we're going to give it that same gray color that we used above. So it's going to be AB, AB, blah, blah, blah. And then we want font size. I don't know why I have this twice, but let's do it again. 13 pixels. Font weight is going to be bold. And then we want to remove the underline, so text decoration none. Alright, so now this is the reason why we gave these links a specific class, if you remember over here, like contact and maps. That's because we're going to be adding a background image, which is that pin, the pin and the cell phone. So all we're going to do is a contact, and we're going to do height 17 pixels, no width because it can figure it out itself, and padding is going to be 0 0 0 20 pixels. That's so it pushes away from the left side, so it makes room for the image to show. So now we also want to give it that background image, so URL and then images slash, and the name of this image is icon underscore phone dot png, and we want no repeat, of course, 0 0. So let me save that and show you what it's looking like. You can see the little image right there of the phone. Alright, so let's copy this, paste it, and we're going to name this a.maps, clean that up, and we are going to change this name right here to pin, so it's icon pin. Save it, refresh, there you go, looking nice. Let's also give this a hover, and then we will fix that padding issue. So let's do lia, hover, and then color is going to be white. Beautiful. Refresh. There you go. Nice hover, hovering around. Okay, so one thing that we forgot to do is add padding here, and the padding is going to push it away from that top here. So we want to have padding of 20 pixels, 0 0 0. So the 20 is, I should have explained this in the beginning. When you have padding like this, instead of going padding left, padding right, all that, it's going to make it too long and sloppy. You can just go padding, and then you go from like a clock. So it's 20 from the top, then from the right is 0, from the bottom is 0, and to the left is 0. And you can change that to anything you want. So it just goes in a clockwise direction of padding. So let's save that, refresh, and take a look. Alright, that finishes off this navigation bar. I just wanted to explain a little bit why we separated this into three images, like a nav left, nav right, and then a center. The reason for this, instead of having a one big background image, is because let's say you do this and you want to resize your website. All you have to do is just mess around with the dimensions a little bit instead of creating an entirely new background image. So let's just show for example. Let's click on this navigation background and let's bring this into, like, I don't know, let's go with 870. So normally if you wanted to resize this at 870, you would have to get an entirely new background image and it would cause you a lot of heartache. But since we did this in three different images, all we have to do is resize a couple of div tags like this. This changes to 850, and you can see we got a small navigation bar now. So that saves you quite a bit of time, and this is the proper way of doing it. Now this is going to be replaced by HTML5 and CSS3, but for now not all browsers support that, so we have to stick with images. That's going to end it for this tutorial. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.